Hashina and his weapon number 10 battlesuit is very hilarious because these guys go hand in hand together and they actually are learning to work together because weapon number 10 is actually still alive. It's not like the normal battlesuit that you saw from battlesuit number 1, battlesuit number 4, battlesuit number 6, or battlesuit number 2, where most of the kaiju powers are still alive, but they don't have a conscience. Weapon number 10 actually has a conscience and able to talk to the host that's actually wearing it. So it is very, very interesting to see how this dynamic of Hashina and weapon number 10 is actually going to be working together, because throughout this chapter we are able to see them actually displaying their teamwork and their abilities, and how weapon number 10 is going to advance and give Hashina a huge power boost to go ahead and do these attacks while it amplifies his abilities. So this chapter was very interesting, and I did like the beginning of the chapter because we see that weapon number 10 is fully online and is about to take off. As Hashina, he goes ahead and he tells him, he's just like, hey, follow my lead. I'm the one in charge, because weapon number 10 just started busting out saying that the day has finally come. Because remember, Kaiju number 10, he really wanted to work together with Hashina, especially after their battles a few chapters ago. He sees that Hashina is worthy of a partner and worthy of a person to work with. So he decided to go ahead and want to be his weapon. So as Hashina, he tells him like, hey, I'm running the show. Don't do anything. All right, so pipe down. He goes and yell at the scientist. He's just like, why is this suit talking? It's making things really awkward. I can't really stand him. As the scientist is just explaining to him that this is the first kaiju weapon in history that has a strong will of its own. On top of that, this is still a prototype. So the scientist informed them that it is way too early to use it in a live combat. But then again, Hashina was just like, yeah, I know this, but we also need to get an upper hand on Kaiju number 9. So we have to take this gamble, which Kaiju number 10 was just like, yeah, this is the reason why I like you, because you like to take risks no matter what. You would like to go into the fire knowing that even though there's like a 90% chance of death, you will go to the 10%. And so Hashina was saying that, hey, follow my lead. No matter what is the circumstances, I'm the one who's running the show. He is trying to stamp and saying that, hey, do not screw this up. You already screwed this up today, but do not screw it up again. And if you do, I will kill you, which give Kaiju number 10 a side eye to Hashina. And he was just like, all right, fine, I got it, let's go. So he controls his tail to cut a hole underneath the helicopter. So technically, weapon number 10 is still able to control the bodysuit. And so Hashina is just pissed off at this moment because he was just like, bro, I told you don't do anything. Like, bro, why did you do this? And the scientist is freaking out. She was just like, bro, you cut a bottom underneath the helicopter. You cut a hole underneath the helicopter. And hold on, you guys are ready to go ahead and do this combat? This is really not the best choice because it's way too early, and on top of that, we need a plan. But Kaiju number 10 is just like, man, screw your plans. The best plan is having no plans at all. So everyone is just like freaking out. The scientists are freaking out. They're saying this is bad because Hashina is surrounded by a whole bunch of kaijus, which caused him to go ahead and fight them. And this is where the miscommunication leads between weapon number 10 and Hashina, because Hashina throughout the whole chapter, he says, follow my lead, but then weapon number 10 wasn't listening, and I guess he got so pumped with full of adrenaline that he decided that he's like, hey, follow my lead because I will go ahead and attack first, which both of them had miscommunication because while they was trying to go ahead and attack, they both went different directions, which caused the suit to stand still and go out of whack because one went left and the other one went right, where a whole bunch of kaijus went and suddenly just strike them. And then so when they go ahead and strike them, we see Hashina was able to dodge them in the last second. It was saying, what are you doing? We're supposed to attack them in the weakest point. But weapon number 10 doesn't like that strategy because he's like, that's no fun at all. The easiest way is to tear them down straight ahead. And so we see both of them are arguing, trying to gain control, but out of nowhere, the kaijus, they're so fast that they were right behind them. And Hashina was able enough to get a glance of it before it even attacked it. So when it did attack Hashina, Hashina was lucky to block the attack, and he was flying straight into an airport where the kaijus, they were able enough to go ahead and surround him and start attacking them again. While kaiju number 10, he's liking it because his strategy was to be surrounded by the kaijus and actually get their hits to know how strong they are. And he's saying that is this fun? This is getting fun. I'm really liking this. But Hashina's not liking it at all because this is a whole clusterfuck at this current moment. So every one of the scientists are freaking out because they're just like, this is bad. This is bad. You have to pull out. You have to pull out. But both Hashina and kaiju number 10 are like, no, we're not going to go ahead and surrender or escape from the enemy. We're able to pull it off. And then besides, Hashina says, weapon number 10, this is the last time. Please follow my orders. And then weapon number 10 is saying that don't move anyways. We'll meet them head on. While in the mix of saying that, a kaiju is right behind them, slamming an airplane to them. But luckily they were able to dodge it thanks to kaiju number 10, because kaiju number 10 was able to take control over the suit because Hashina froze. And then at this moment, the vitals of kaiju number 10 was showing up because the scientists, they were seeing what was going on and they couldn't tell if both of them died, but since they saw the vitals, they were just like, oh, okay, they're alive. So kaiju number 10 and Hashina, they're both are talking to each other, and Hashina realized, like, you know what, you're going to take control over this. I'm seeing that my ways is not working and I'm stuck in the hardest, because he starts to think of, Kafka. And so he was just like, kaiju number 10, we'll follow your lead, we'll follow your rules. And then so he is staring at the kaijus that is right in front of him, and he was just like, all right, let's tackle them, follow me, even if it kills you. And so both of them in the next chapter, we're going to see them working together as they taking out these kaijus. And it's really great to see that Hashina is actually letting weapon number 10 take the lead towards the end of the chapter. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen next week, because apparently there's a new chapter. So it looks like they're not going to be following the bi-weekly rate. They're going to go into like a weekly rate. So this is going to be very, very interesting. But let me know down in the comment section which you guys are more excited of. Who are you more excited of seeing, Hashina or Kikaru, as they're displaying and killing all of these kaijus? But if you guys do like the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and remember, always be decent. This is the Montu Man. Hope you guys have a wonderful day and be safe out here. Peace.